Subnatica Below Zero. This is a extension of the normal game and has some very unique creatures and biomes, with a big emphasis on the Arctic theme, which is pretty cool. And the zygophyseter, one of the largest sperma relatives of the past, being basically the orca of the Miocene, but it is also very cool, so yeah. Today we will be taking around 10 zygophyseters, both male and female, also 10 males, 10 females, and putting them in Subnatica Below Zero to see how they survive and how they adapt. First up is the shallow, twisty bridges, and the food sources here would be the boomerangs, the Arctic peepers, and the various small fish. Now the deep, twisty bridges have a very big issue, which is the squid shark, which would probably eat the zygophyseters if it had the chance, so we will not be considering this as a good option for a biome. Now onto the Arctic kelp forest, which would provide Arctic cherries, boomerangs, sea monkeys, and penguins, which are all very easy food sources for the zygophyseters to eat, so this is a good spot. Next up is the sparse Arctics. Now, this has Arctic peepers and some other stuff, but the main thing would be the Titan holefish, providing the extra oxygen and a viable food source. So this will be the main food source. Now on to the thermal spires. And these have the boomerangs again, the Arctic peepers, but the rock punchers are here too, which would not be a good food source as they're too durable. And the Cryptosuchus would probably also hunt zygophyseters, so this is not the best area. The iceberg zones, however, are pretty much the Arctic of today, with the Arctic peepers and the vent gardens, which is new, which probably wouldn't do much, but the Titan holefish would likely be the main food source, along with various glow whales. Yes, these are really easy for the zygophyseter group to take down, though the chelicerates would easily gobble up a zygophyseter if given the chance. So this is not a good area for that, due to these big fellas. Next up is the lily pad islands, and the main food sources here again would be the boomerangs, the sea monkeys, and the brute sharks. Will now be a competition for them, as they are pretty much the same size. The lily paddlers, kind of just there, and squid sharks would happily gobble up a zygophyseter. Now the tree spiders, and not too much food sources, just small fish. Again, the brute sharks, which is competition, the vent gardens, and 2 chelicerates, which is not good at all for these fellas, as chelicerates would eat them. The purple vents, however, have pretty much the same stuff, with the crash fish being introduced and the Cryptosuchus again, so this area would not work out in favor of the zygophyseter. Overall, however, zygophyseter can adapt, as it will get a 7.5 out of 10 for its score, as it fits the small carnivore niche pretty well, and it has a lot that it can hunt. Now let's see some speculative evolution of how the zygophyseter may adapt to new changes. First up, we have one adapted to hunting penguins and other land creatures, the coelophyseter, coming in at 23 feet long and 2 tons. This fast cetacean launches itself out of the water like modern-day orcas, using its sharp appendages on its fins to pull itself up out of the water to grab penguins on the shore, as well as hunting other creatures on the land and icebergs. The second form we have is the Zygophyseter, coming in at 30 feet long and 6 tons. There are 2 main versions of this fella, and they mainly hunt glow whales using their blunt skulls to ram into them, stunning the glow whales. And yeah. The third form is Ragnacetus, coming in at 40 feet long and 12 tons. These guys have adapted to hunting squid sharks, using their blunt snouts to stun them before eating them, and also hunting various brute sharks with their physical strength, just overpowering them. And yeah. Finally, we have the Black Ice Leviathan, coming in at 80 meters long and 200 tons. These guys actually are social leviathans that hunt in groups, taking out chelicerates by, again, ramming and using their really strong bites to just break through the armor. And yeah, that's pretty much it for these guys. Overall, zygophyseter does well and could adapt with various forms, but let me know if you want a part 2 for subnatica. For example, I have saltwater crocodile in subnatica 2 planned, so be hyped for that. And yeah, hope you all have a good night.
Noche caliente.